Hello, my name is Kaitlyn, and today I'm bringing you my January TBR. I realize it's like halfway through January, but I'm gonna do this anyway. I don't care. I'm late to the party, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I've already read 2 books this month. I want to read a few more. So I already read Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo and Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Ruin and Rising was the conclusion to the Grisha trilogy, which I enjoyed pretty well. I'm really looking forward to reading Six of Crows, but not this month. At least I don't have it in the plan for this month, but you never know what will happen. We'll find out. Girl on the Train was okay. I don't really have much to say about it at this point. So now I'm currently reading Remanence by Jennifer Foner Wells. This is the sequel to Fluency, which I really enjoyed, but a bunch of stuff went down at the end of the last book, so it seems like this book will be very exciting. At least hopefully that is the case. I literally just started it, like I'm on like the second page, so I haven't read into it very far, but I'm really excited about it. Something else that I want to read this month was A Christmas Present, and I think it'll be a really quick read, and that is Fantastic Beasts by J.K. Rowling. I saw the movie of this twice, and I'm obsessed with Harry Potter, as I've mentioned previously. So I just had to get the screenplay just to see. And the cover's so pretty, very art deco. I can really appreciate that. I'm really excited to read this, and I think it'll go really quickly. After that, I really want to read 3 by Hannah Moskowitz. I don't know too much about this book. All I know is that it's about, I think, some teenagers, and they enter into a polyamorous relationship. I'm really excited to read about that because I don't think I've ever read any book about polyamory, but it's something that really intrigues me and I'm excited to read about it, and I really hope that it's handled in a good way. So I will let you know how that goes. It's a book that you can rent for free on a Kindle. So I have a Kindle Fire, and so I can rent books sometimes. I don't really know how it works, to be honest, but that's how I'm currently reading Remanence and how I read Fluency and some other books that I honestly didn't really like that much last year. But I saw that 3 was on here, and so I thought it sounded really interesting, so that's what I'm gonna rent next on here after I finish Remanence. Another book that I really want to at least start at the end of this month is this book. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, which is the first book of the Mistborn trilogy. But this just says Mistborn, so I don't know, but that's kind of confusing. But I got this for Christmas, and so I'm gonna read that. I think it'll be pretty exciting. I know I don't have like the pretty cover that everyone on BookTube seems to have, but I'm excited to read it anyway, you know. I've heard really good things about this. It's a fantasy book, and I've heard that the magic system in this is super interesting, so I'm really excited to get into that. And yeah, I just really want to see what everybody's talking about with this one, and now I have a physical copy of it. If you haven't noticed, I don't really have like physical copies that much. I use a lot of like e-readers. I read on this thing, I read on this thing, I read on my phone. I'm just like all over the place. But I do that because it's cheaper and I don't have like any space really for books, but I ordered some online recently, so I'm gonna have to make space for them. But that's why I use e-readers, which I know is a very unpopular choice, so sorry. But it's just so convenient, except when the battery dies, which this one it tends to. My Kindle Fire, the battery dies not super fast, but it can, so it's not the best option for like on the go really. But this thing's pretty old. This is like, I feel like I've had this thing for like 7 years, and the battery lasts forever, like so long. Yeah, this battery is still like 75% full, and I can't even remember the last time I charged it, to be honest, so. Another book that I want to at least start reading this month, that sounds super interesting to me, is called Straight: The Surprisingly Short History of Heterosexuality. It's by Han Blank. I'll just read you like a little bit of this synopsis here on Goodreads. It says, like the typewriter and the light bulb, the heterosexual was invented in the 1860s and swiftly transformed Western culture. So I'm super excited to read this. I think it'll be really interesting. Yet within half a century, heterosexual had become a byword for normal. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to read this. Hopefully it'll be as interesting as it seems. But yeah, I think that'll be pretty educational, and I'm excited. So yes, that is all of my January, middle of the month, TBR, whatever it is that I'm doing here. I'll let you know what I think of all these books in 2 weeks or however long, because this is the middle of the month. What am I doing? I don't know. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.